Alright guys, first of all, a big thanks from the bottom of my heart to all of you guys for the incredible love and support that you guys have been showing to this channel. And in case if you are new, you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It's free and it will be massively appreciated as well. Now before starting the video, let me apologize in case if I get a little too harsh, because what it seems to me is that perhaps KTM hired the same guy who was responsible for transforming the charisma from this to redesign their KTM RC390. Now it's not a secret that the updated 2021 KTM RC390 is going to be launched soon, followed by the RC200 and the RC125. Looking at the images floating across the internet, the new design hasn't really received a very good response, I would say, from the Indian audience. And I'm not quite sure if that perception would change when we see the bike in flesh. And here's why. The KTM RC series have always been appreciated and applauded across the globe for their sleek, streamlined and aerodynamic bodywork. The previous or the current generation RC390 has a razor sharp look, it is chiseled like a supermodel. However, the RC390, the updated version, has grown bigger in all proportions, and no matter which angle you look at it, perhaps it is to give the bike a big bike appeal. And there are plenty of changes across the bike from the front to rear. Now let's go over them one by one, so stay tuned, stick around until the end. Now the twin projector headlamps up front have made way for the hexagonal setup that we are already familiar with, something that's already there on the KTM Duke 390. The turn indicators too have moved away from the rear view mirrors. Now they are mounted on the front apron, and the leaked images suggest that the KTM RC390 will boast a rather attractive colorway with the blue and the orange accents. The front apron also boasts a carbon fiber insert, while it also houses a larger windscreen, and that should provide much better wind protection than the outgoing model. The texture on the seat also looks comparatively a lot more premium as well, and overall it looks like it belongs to the same family as the RC8, and the ancestral lineage too is quite visible. Now the RC390, as I said before, ever since its inception has been a great track tool, and a major chunk of its razor sharp handling characteristic has to be attributed to its super aggressive riding stance. However, with the updated version, KTM has tweaked the riding ergonomics a little bit to make the ride a lot more relaxed than the current model. And on a positive front, due to this, if KTM positions the RC390 as a sports tourer rather than an out-and-out track weapon, I'm quite sure that it will sell the RC390 a lot more than before. Now the clip-on handlebars have been retained, but they look a lot more relaxed rather than being super low with the previous generation. We can also expect that the rider foot pegs to be slightly more relaxed too, to go in line with the entire change done to the ergonomics. And the RC series is always known for its ridiculously hard seat, so the new one is going to have a lot more cushioning than the current generation. And what's also yet to be seen is, does the RC390 get the adjustable suspension that the KTM 390 Adventure gets? Now international model does get the adjustable front suspension for preload and compression damping. Now we need to see whether that thing comes into the RC390 or not. And another welcome change which has been pending for quite some time now is that the RC390 gets the same color Tft Dash that the Duke 390 gets. So with that, you'll get Bluetooth connectivity, which would result in turn-by-turn navigation, and you can control your phone calls and media playback and a host of information on the dash itself. And now moving on to the rear subframe is now a bolt-on unit. The bolt-on design on the subframe should make accidental repairs easier and cheaper in case if it bends or in case of a crash, God forbid. And the wheel design is brand new as well, and looking at the spy images, looks like the bike is running on Continental's Conti Road Sport Touring tires. Now do we get this tire in India, or will KTM continue to sell this upgraded version with the Metzeler M5s or any other? That is yet to be seen. In terms of the engine power, the RC390 is expected to retain the same powerhouse as its current generation, and it's remained to be seen whether KTM has managed to extract a few more ponies from the same powertrain or not. And in its current generation, in its current form, we all know that it makes nearly 43.5 PS at approximately 9,000 RPM and a torque of 37 Nm from 7,000 rpm. And the engine is expected to retain its high revving trait with explosive performance that it has always been known for. Another change is done to the disc brakes. Now the brakes appear to be a lot more perforated than before, and that would definitely translate to better cooling of the rotors so that the braking equipment would perform in a desired manner despite being pushed to its limits. And now coming back to the color, the leaked images have confirmed that KTM's blue-orange MotoGP livery will distill down to the RC390 as well. And if you ask me, honestly, it looks really hot in this particular shade. And for the track aficionados, and let's hit the track, bruh. Guys will absolutely love the bi-directional quick shifter which is already there on the Adventure 390. I am quite sure that KTM will pull in that particular equipment on the RC390 as well, and incorporating riding modes to complement the existing ride-by-wire tech shouldn't be that hard, and you may expect to witness that addition as well. And in addition to all the changes, another major aesthetic and mechanical update would be to see the revised exhaust unit. Now the exhaust system will continue to feature a side-slung end can, and we can expect the same raspy exhaust note to be carried forward, but with a little bit of more bass added to the character, because as even Salman Khan says, baby ko bass pasand hai. And if we try being a little bit too greedy, then I would say that it would be awesome if KTM gives in 2 radiator fans, because the current generation has always been notoriously known for roasting the rider's legs and the heat dissipation isn't as good. So having 2 radiator fans would just be awesome. But again, as I said, if I'm not being too greedy. So there it is, my dear friends, a quick update on the 2021 KTM RC390. I hope that this video comes out to be of some help for some of you guys, and in case if you like the video, do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and acquaintances, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Until then, stay safe, ride safe, and God bless you all. Bye bye.